Hey everyone, my name is Austin and welcome back to SOT Sports. I have been waiting for this day for a very, very long time. You could say that about WrestleMania 40 itself, but you can also say that about this order from Mattel Creations finally showing up in my door. If you know, you know when it comes to these figures. These are the Ultimate Edition 2-pack of Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes. People have been calling this the release of the year for Mattel, and I did not just order one of these. You can see I ordered three for my collection. So we will keep one of these sealed, but we are going to open up one of these to see the figures, and then one of these just to see the packaging itself. So we'll do that in three, two, one. Holy crap on these figures. This is insane to see in person. I've seen all the different pictures that Mattel has been putting out for months at this point in the build up to this release. I've seen people getting these already in the last few days and opening them up on Instagram and YouTube, but it seriously does not do at all justice with how amazing these figures are. I want to actually start without breaking this entire setup, but this box art, if I get some of this stuff out of the way, it's a huge box, is insane. This is just I don't know if you want to call it the like shipper box because it comes in a shipper, but look at the font on the sides there for the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes. I'm not going to be able to get it super vertical, but there's your like side box art. You do got the details with the mask on the back. Pretty sweet, I guess. I don't know, shipper. I don't know what you would call this because I would call what's on the left the actual, ultimate packaging that we're used to. But pretty insane. It makes me wish I ordered another one just so I could technically keep one in its pristine super sealed. Not that I couldn't just display this box, but usually people will actually display these, which you also got some. I'm actually going to move the figures back here for a second. Um, some limited edition packaging for this, and I am a sucker for limited edition, ultimate edition. It's a lot. Packaging. Got the blue box. Got those Cody Rhodes details with kind of the red sides. Trying to show this off, but again, it's kind of tough. There's your side art, which kind of mimics what you saw on the shipper container there. And then here's your back, kind of depicting that kiss on the ramp that they had, and then the moment in the ring. If you know the backstory, I was at WrestleMania 40 Night 2, one of the greatest nights of my life, and seriously one of the coolest moments to get the chance to witness this was awesome. So the fact that they could really immortalize it, it's very cool packaging. Like the figures themselves are amazing, but the packaging is incredibly well done. This is a great image to pick for the two of them, and then the way they could depict it in figure form here with that entrance. Here's everything you do get with the product. I'm not going to show off every single detail of this in person, but you get their little kissy faces. You do have the mask, which honestly is a huge selling point for me. It was a big reason I got multiple of them. You do have the in-ring arms for Cody Rhodes, the open up hands. You do have some accessories there for Brandi Rhodes. This jacket is way more detailed in person than I thought it was going to be. You could say the same thing for the robe, the entrance robe for Cody Rhodes, Cody robe. Let's see in person here this figure, and you can see how insane this is from the start. So I'll start with Brandi. This is pretty insane. This soft goods jacket has got all the bedazzling. The hair looks fantastic. You do have the kind of like high heel boots, the American Nightmare logo on the front. Very, very cool for my WrestleMania 40 entrance display. If you have not seen that video, check out the link in the description for that. And none other than Cody Rhodes himself. This figure, if it focuses properly, looks amazing. One thing I did see on social media that they actually fixed is, at least, yeah, it looks like it. You can see that the logo tattoo is not creeping onto his face. They just made his neck longer. Some people have some, I guess, qualms about the neck now with that, but we're back. The phone camera cut out there for a second, but yeah, the neck is a big improvement in my opinion, but the real details obviously come with the actual entrance attire and the ring gear. This entrance robe is one of the coolest things I've ever seen on an action figure. Look how, so here's where his legs end. look how long this cape is. And completely soft goods. Absolutely incredible detail with the gold. You got the eagles on the shoulders here, popping out. Crazy. I'm not a huge fan of these jacket styles. I wish they could do some sort of like Velcro or something, because I feel like same thing happened with Logan Paul, where the second I open one of these, it's like impossible to get it back to the original spot that it was in. But still cool to have this entrance jacket. The detail, you can even, I guess, like sort of see it on camera, the actual like texture of the arms and everything. And then you got the knee pads, which are an incredible little touch. The boots with all the initials, fantastic. Then you have the boots themselves with the logo. Very, very cool. I'm not going to super open this thing up just to see every single detail, but you can see the weight belt there. Face scan. You see the other face scan that you get with this. I do wish there was one more with the kind of yelling that we've seen in the past face scan. I guess technically I could pop one of those onto this figure, but the tattoo would look a little weird. So still, I cannot really complain about anything that comes with this figure. My plan is to have one of these with the robe for the entrance, one of them without the robe for more of my in-ring display. Brandi will be on the entrance display, probably holding up this mask, which I neglected to display properly. But I don't know if there's an easy way to put this on, if it's just sliding it on. Let me see real quick. Without breaking it, of course. That would suck. That's an interesting dilemma. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. Well. Oh, there we go. There might be an easier way to do that, but that mask looks incredible too. I think what I'll end up doing, because my entrance depicts the woe, or I prefer for it to depict the woe, so I might have it where Brandi's holding the mask like she is in the backdrop here, but still very cool to see it on the character there. That thing is insane with the gold details there. I'm blown away by these figures, if you can't tell. So very, very exciting. If you guys ordered them yourselves, be sure to let me know and kind of give your review. These things are fantastic in my book. 10 out of 10. I wholeheartedly agree with everyone saying this is the release of the year for Mattel, for WWE. It is absolutely incredible. So huge, huge, huge shout out to Mattel for for doing this entire release the way they did. The box art here, the box art here, the figures themselves, absolutely beautiful. As someone collecting everything from WrestleMania 40, this is a fantastic addition to the collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I did. If you did, be sure to drop a thumbs up. Leave a like on the video. It means a lot when you guys support like that. Again, comment with your thoughts on the release, on what you think Mattel's been doing recently, if they should do more of these crazy releases in the future for some of these big matches. Maybe John Cena-esque, who knows. And subscribe so you don't miss anything going forward. We're kind of finally in the end of this Cody Rhodes era of the channel, but at least for now, knock on wood. So we'll get back into some regularly scheduled programming. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, and definitely subscribe if you are. Thank you all for watching, as always, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.